Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for the second war of the season. We are going up against 4 Loki, and I gotta say, I used to get pretty nervous when it came to these wars against 4 Loki just because of all the familiar faces that we know from the community and from YouTube. But now that I've been doing this for a little bit of time, I actually really look forward to these. They're always exciting. You never quite know what you're going to expect. And this war was kind of wild, just kind of watching the score. I think everyone was a little rusty coming into this one, so there were some silly things that happened. But I have a very short war, and I am going to be bringing in Apocalypse with the Cable synergy and Sunspot. I just wanted to check. I saw that Sunspot had a synergy, but it's not really going to make much of a difference. It's the one with Cable, but none of my champs really need any of that. So I was just kind of curious because I saw the symbol there. But yeah, this is going to be just a very straightforward war. Only 3 fights. We're starting off with Apocalypse on path 7, and I am running double edge mastery and big boosts, and the plan is basically just to do power back boosts, and that's about it. Just kind of nuking these fights down. And I sort of have like a personal rule with myself that if it's the first time I'm trying a new scenario, I usually am like super liberal with the boost, just like going crazy, potentially over boosting, just because I'm not sure. Like, I don't know how bad the tactic is going to be here. Like, I'm not expecting it to be bad, but I know that there is a chance that he's going to gain some power. So I'm leaving nothing to chance. And same thing with the Dragonman. So my strategy here is just to parry and medium. And you'll see that the bleed is going to go away, making us permanently bleed immune. But the reason I did that is because it builds the most power with the fewest amount of hits, which means the fewest amount of crits, which means the fewest amount of prowess. And that one special 2 basically kills him. I just do basic hits to get him down. Instead of throwing the special 3, I figured that would save a few seconds. And yeah, so that obviously was over boosted, but I know for the future that I could be a little bit more conservative there. And the same thing goes for this Dragonman. I've taken him many times in the past. I've used White Magneto, I've used Apocalypse Nuke style, and essentially you know that you're going to knock him down. You are going to put an armor break on him, which is going to lead to some degen. This is the first time I faced the 7-star here, so I wasn't sure if the degen was going to be a lot worse, if his increased health pool from the rank 4s was going to be worse. That's why I'm running the the half recoil mastery here, and we've got these big boosts, and we're doing power start 1. So as we do this fight, I'm going to just always be watching his little power timer, making sure that we parry in time to get rid of it. Another way to get rid of it is to block the special 1. But, I don't want to leave anything to chance. I don't want to get him into yellow bars and then, we push him red with Mystic Dispersion or something like that. So there's no reason to rush. Like, I know that a couple special 2s are going to kill him. I make sure that when I throw this first one, which, by the way, none of the hits crit. I think that was a little bit of the challenge rating happening there where we didn't get any crit procs. But yeah, I do not want to be throwing my special 2 when he has the power charge. That's really the main thing. So there we block, and the concussion doesn't give us the ineptitude, but it does still stop the power charge from happening, and then the second special 2 does take him down. So, that's just proof to myself that the 7-star is not that scary there. I could probably do this fight without the half recoil on the next time, just for future reference. So that's just good for me to know. But like I said, whenever it's the first time I'm encountering something new, whether it's a new tactic, a new fight, a new level of champion or things like that, I am going to just go overboard with the boost, because why not? So anyway, moving on, we have one more fight. It's going to be Sunspot versus Mantis. We got a nice little warm-up fight of a path fight using Sunspot against Mantis. This is going to be a full-on mini-boss. So she's got 300k health, and we also have to deal with the Stunning Reflection node. And at this point, I'm realizing that I have this fully ramped Apocalypse, and I'm thinking about dropping the Horseman. But I just want to read real quick what the Horseman does, just to remind myself, because I don't want to do something that's going to lead to like a bad interaction with Mantis or anything like that. But I'm reading Offensive ability accuracy doesn't matter for Sunspot, The unblockable, though, and the unstoppable, like those could potentially save me if the fight starts to go south. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? We'll do it. We'll get a little bit extra special damage, and why not? Let's do Horseman Sunspot for like super overkill on this mini boss that he'd probably be able to nuke even if he was just like a rank 3 Sunspot. But we're going in with a Horseman. We're going in with a 7-star. He's also got the armor burn tactic. So this is just like the most stacked Sunspot in the contest right now, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So anyway, he obviously turns off the stunning reflection as soon as we start doing basic hits, because that places incinerates. That's going to be feeding us with the polkadot power. And additionally, when I do land a parry and I charge my heavy, that type of ability power rate is going to give me power. So the node is basically made for champs like Sunspot. And of course, we're running the regen boost so that we can not worry about the tranquilize at the start. So we start off with a 5-hit combo. Notice that she's got some of these prowess. Once we knock her down one time, that's going to give us the armor up so that now our armor burn is working. I didn't feel good about punishing there, so now we punish after one hit. I always find that's a little bit safer. Here we go, the first special one. She's already almost at 50% health. Now my regen boost is about to end, so I need to watch out for things like parry not working. She throws the special 2, so things are good. We get the timer off again. Tranquilizes on me. I just noticed there that it did not work. And here's our big special 2. And there it is. 159k crit. We end with 100% health. Sunspot 7-star, I'm telling you guys, is one of the better pickups you can get from that pool. So that was the extent of our war. Definitely check out Simula's video. Definitely check out DLL's video. Definitely check out Na's video. But I am going to just link all the BG3 content creators because they all had some really, really cool wars to kind of, you know, even out the map. I had some fights that just needed to get taken care of, and I had the right champs for them, and I feel like I went in with the right strategy and nuked it down. So that was my job. We did end up losing this war. It was a very, very close one. We only lost by 1 death. And like I said, I think both of us, this was sort of like one of our first real challenges of the season. Not only is it a new tactic, but there are new rank 5s everywhere. There are new 7-stars everywhere. I think there were even a few 7-star rank 2s that were getting kills on the map for both sides. So like this is a brand new world. Even though the tactic is kind of like, you know, got nerfed to the ground, the tactic still does come into play sometimes if you don't have a counter. And like I said, just the power level of the champs and the accessibility to like some of the best defenders in the game, being able to set up these very difficult alliance war maps. I think people are going to be dying this season. I don't think it's going to be as dire as I said in my last video, where I said everything's going to come down to just like 2 deaths because of that last factor that I said. So anyway, we are 1-1 for the season. I have done 7 fights so far and all wins, not too bad. I'll keep you guys posted as we continue into the Alliance War season. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.